Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been better. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'm a jacket like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in, they gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain, the cycle is heaven sent. This is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch I step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch I touch down, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my. Yeah. Yeah.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way, they gotta move. I got a gas, they running on fumes. Told them way back, it's something new. It's me and Dan, you gotta choose. I'm taking what's mine, I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my low, I don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dotting those eyes. Don't take offense if I do not oblige. I can't relate but like none of these guys. They hit me once and I'm cutting the ties. I was so low but I'm back on the rise, it's real. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm hopping now I gotta go. I'm looking back, they not even close. I had a 4, now I need a ghost. I got a wave like I'm on the coast. Same ones are down and I dare to show. So way that I'm ballin', they think I'm a pro. I'm getting sick by the money I gross. They saying whoa, I told them all what this is. I told them all I don't miss. Said it's my time, look at this shit on my wrist. And when they shooting this brace, I'm going in a new gear, gotta shift. I cannot stick to the script, I cannot wait. Watch how I get it and flip. It's just how I'm doing this shit and I'm gone.
And Folks, we are back to Breakdown Boys, Wade and Sensei. This is Wednesday, May 15th, 9:27 a.m. You're dabbing. You're 37 years old and you're dabbing, dude. Okay. He's cranking that now. He's cranking it. Okay, buddy. Anything you want to say to the people, Sensei, with your broke-ass setup you got going on over there?
Listen, we're still cooking. We got some changes happening. You know what I'm saying? We are under construction, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Okay? I should get that sign, just under construction, and put it behind me or something. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, we need a caution sign over there, dude. There's
yeah, literally
way too much going on.
But we're here.
We are here.
Allergies are straight cooking me, bro. But we're here.
Yeah, same over here.
Look at me alive.
I wanted to go glasses as well. I actually don't know where my glasses are, but they're down there somewhere. Listen, folks, we have a lot to talk about today. Under construction, still to be in service. Yeah, all of that. We have a lot to talk about today, folks. Starting with Sensei, we haven't talked about it since it happened because our Tuesday shows are essentially non-existent right now. Did you see the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson press conference? First topic of the day. I want to know what your thoughts are.
I didn't see the entire press conference because
Okay.
I usually wait till talk to you.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But I saw like snippets and clips. I saw the photo of Jake Paul doing his best Sensei reenaction with his body, dude. Tell me how we're turning now. That's what I commented. Twins,
yeah.
me and Jake Paul. Sensei bod, dude. This is the new phrase for that is the Sensei bod.
Yeah, dude. Jake is everybody gets mad that I talk about Jake's weight. I'm not sure why, but you have to when he is as big as he is. It makes no sense. Look at this picture, dude. This is insanity to me.
Yeah.
That's a real picture of Jake Paul in 2024.
He's what, 230? You know what he looks like?
Plus, apparently.
You know, like when you're creating a character like a fighter. Like
I was gonna tweet this. He looks like
you just raise the weight up,
yeah,
and it goes up it just goes automatically. That's exactly what it looks like.
So apparently he's like 180.
Increase the weight.
He's 185 in this picture. He's like 230 here. He kind of looks like Wreck-It Ralph a little bit. He's got like a little bit of Wreck-It Ralph to him.
He never had the best genetics. So like when now you put on just like quickly put on weight with him, it just makes it look even worse. You know what I mean?
I wasn't expecting
He's never had the best. His ab genetics and his chest genetics have never been great. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? He's got a little chest here. What are you trying to say?
Bro, I'm just saying the genetics physically are not fantastic.
He says he's a natural heavyweight.
This man don't know what he's talking about. What is he talking about? Natural heavyweight.
Well, think about it. If he's walking around at 215, I mean, technically,
he looks like a trucker, not like a super athlete, dude. What are you saying?
You're telling me that's the body of a trucker?
Too many hours. It looks like he works too many hours.
He does
and also he doesn't move around enough on his job. That's what it looks like.
He does.
It's like his lower back hurts. Looks like he got freaking knee pain.
You're just describing me, dude. He doesn't have the freaking woman's body like I do. Nah, he looks like a biker gang member. He kind of does with the whole like
exactly
back in my day type of thing.
When you see that, you can think, oh, maybe he's not working hard because you see other people, fantastic genetics, shredded to the gills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of course, it's crazy.
Yeah. That's
so
hilarious.
He's still a freaking athlete. It's almost like a superpower, dude.
Yeah,
because like you think.
It's the definition of a sleeper build.
He's a YouTuber. Look, he's still exactly it's a sleeper build.
I tried telling people that they didn't like it, but that is one of the big things that come out of the press conference, right? Is that Jake is a lot bigger than he was.
Face off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's take a look at
Jake and Tyson throwing the little body punches.
What'd you think about that? What'd you think about the little body punches there, huh? Little strategy from Tyson, little strategy
for things to come.
Yeah, right.
And like Jake with like the half-hearted push. Say, I'm gonna push him, but I'm not really gonna push him because he'll probably bite my ear off. But
yeah, like let me just like kindly shove you, Mike. That type of thing.
But hey,
Mike was sharp on stage though, man. Like
Jake was very respectful to Anderson. is even being more respectful to Mike. I know it's going to be disrespectful on that day, but that's, I told you, that may come into play because the psychology is already different.
Yeah.
I know he's going to go in there and try to take him out. Still. Already, like, he pushed him, but he didn't. So there's still a little something there where you feel like maybe you're pushing an old man. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense. No, I think you're
there's a little bit, there's something there. It's not the same as, like, you know what I mean?
But think about it this way. He, like you said, he was very respectful with Anderson the same way. Is it because of the age, you think? Or is it the legend status? Or, like, what do you think it is?
Oh, it's both. Okay. It's obviously the legend status.
Yeah.
But
even more so.
There's a respect there. There's a respect there that you carry your entire life.
Plus, I think him and Mike, I mean, I don't know this to be true for real, but they both have keep saying, like, oh, we really like each other. I think they're actually decent.
And they had a relationship prior to the fight,
So here is, let's watch some of the highlights here. We're just going to let this run through from the press conference. Mike was sharp on stage, man. I was a little bit surprised at how quick-witted he was with some of the stuff he was saying. I was like, wow, okay, Mike.
For president.
Check this out.
You're too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
First off, how do you think Mike looks? Like, just looking at him.
It's fantastic for his age.
Yeah, for 58, he looks like, I don't know how it works at 58, but it feels like Mike can get himself in pretty good shape pretty quick. Like, even that Roy Jones fight, It was like he came off the couch, and all of a sudden, like you saw, even Joe Rogan was talking about it. He was like, I interviewed him 5 months apart, and he was a different dude. He said he came in, and he was like 300 pounds, fat and sassy.
Right.
And then he came in, and he was all...
He's a fighter, dude. He's a champion fighter.
Just like into the mic, not wanting to say anything. It's crazy, dude.
Camp going because we see the 30-second clips with Rafael Cordero and your whole team, but could you give us a little more insight into how things are going?
I'm doing great, but my body's right now. I'm sore. I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
And Mike wanted this.
I mean, you had to know that.
I know, but that's not. I know that, but that is not good because there's two things. Yes, you're sore. But also, he's saying his body is not reacting the way he wants it, which means he's not feeling great. You can be sore. But the difference of, like, I feel sore, but I'm like, I'm out there moving. He's like, I'm sore and I'm tired.
Yep.
I'm exhausted.
He said the same thing in the Roy fight. He was like, remember, he was like, I hit the mitts that first day and I had to be in bed for a week.
Right.
That's what he said.
So this is not good, dude. All the people out there that are like, Mike Tyson, you trust Walsh, he's gonna knock him out, dude. Jay can't hold him. This is all bad signs, dude. When you start hearing him say, because now it's getting real.
Are you talking about Papa? You're talking about Papa Plim right now. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, Papa Plim, everybody out there that wants Mike Tyson to win. You might be in for a rude awakening because when he says stuff like that, he's telling you. He's like, oh, I think you're playing possum. And he's like, no, bro, I'm not. I'm hurt. Like, okay, the old man is speaking, bro. It's not because people can think that. Oh, he's setting Jake up, setting him up. Nope.
I mean, he was the Art of War at one time. You remember this? I thought he liked the Achilles.
Bro,
that was the Art of War.
Roy Jones after the fight.
I know.
Why is no one worried about me? Dude, that was crazy.
You don't think any of this is possum at all?
No, bro. He fought. He's like, why is no? When he did that, I was like, this Mike should never fight again. When he said, why is no one worried about me? What about me? I'm the beginner. Oh, whoa. That's an old man.
Yeah.
Mike wanted it to be
champion boxer says I'm the beginner.
I think you're playing possum.
No, I wish.
And Mike wanted this. Mike wanted it to be a pro fight. He wants the war. And so I respect that. I respect them for taking this fight, for stepping up to try to put an end to me. Because that's what all these fighters have been trying to do, is end the YouTuber. And if Mike can do that, then he's a hero.
No! Bro, Mike, you know who Mike is?
Who's Mike?
It's you at the cookout, at the family barbecue, and the kids are shooting around. And there's the old man go, I can still beat y'all on the court. Let me get my shoes.
Why is the old man got a country accent all of a sudden? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about, your barbecues or cookouts or something, Okay. So,
okay.
And he ties his laces tight, goes out there, and then he ends up like,
blows an ACL immediately.
Tom Segura, dude, just jumps once and everything falls.
Can I show that video? I have to show it.
His body just melts. See ya. Everything goes, no, sir, we're not doing none of that.
I have to show it now. All right, so for people that don't know the Tom Segura video that Sensei's talking about, this is one of the funniest yet most gruesome and brutal injuries you will ever see in your life.
This is a great example.
Tom Segura decided he was going to try to dunk a basketball for some reason. And I think this is the video.
This is delusion. The arm, are you okay? It's crazy. First off, you just saw this man. He snapped his Achilles, his ACL, his MCL, every tendon. His freaking femur snapped, dude. On the way up. And then his arm folds underneath him and around him.
Listen.
Okay? You okay? Look at what you just saw, dude.
Dude, look at his arm. Look at his arm.
Bro.
His arm is shattered.
Are you okay? Get him out of there, dude.
I'm fucking dead. So that is Mike at the cookout, you're saying, essentially.
No, that's Mike. Yeah, exactly.
Holy
and he's,
cow.
by the way, he's telling you.
Facts.
He's going, guys. And here's the other problem. When he's telling Jake, I want this to be a real fight, he is not thinking clearly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
You think when you
Tyson,
say he's not thinking clearly, what do you mean? By the way, we got $2 from Juan Jovi. Stoned Sensei equals sunglasses. There you go.
I'm dead.
Always.
Okay, listen. Allergy Sensei. Now,
do you mean it's like you think money is in people in his camp, or like, no, yeah, you can do this? Or
no,
what is it?
he's Chuck Liddell, bro. It's just the fighter. It's just every fighter just always will think that they can do it. Like every super athlete, I can get back out there. I can do it again. Not all of them do it, but a lot of the greats end up fighting way past their prime. Look at all the podcasts of these athletes that they have out there now. Give me back out there. Give me a 10-day contract. Give me one. I can be on third down. I can do that. Yeah, I can spot up. You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple minutes. I can make $20 million. They all have that confidence in themselves.
Right.
And this is where it becomes dangerous because it's not a basketball game. I mean, Tom Segura proved that anything can almost kill you.
Right.
But in a boxing match, when you're talking about, no, let's make it a pro fight. Oh.
Yeah, bro.
It's just, and then he's like, my body. I mean, it's not good. You know, it's just.
Yeah.
This is why you don't let the fighter make all the decisions. This is, but then again, Mike Tyson's his own man, obviously, and at this point, he's his own promoter essentially.
Yeah.
But, you know, when your fighter coming up, your manager goes, "No, you're not fighting the champion nowadays, right now," because most up and coming pros they have like 2 fights, like I want to fight the champ right now.
Yeah.
But they don't let him. I'll fight him right now. You know what I mean? They like Ryan Garcia when he took the fight with Tank underweight. I don't care. That's him.
Yeah.
His team was probably like, don't do it. Nah, bro, watch. I'm the baddest man in the world. Okay. Now he learns from it. But these type of things happen all the time with fighters. They obviously the super confidence I can do it. And it's not looking good, dude. It's not looking good.
Is that the goal here? Are you trying to put an end to Jake Paul?
No, I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, you have to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
Hey, yo, come on now. That's a little bit of the old Mike right there. That's what we like.
Yeah, it is.
That's not old Mike, and I said this in my video. That's not old Mike after all the issues. That was young, humble, hungry Mike. He used to have phrases like that when he was coming like on the way up for that belt. That's how he used to talk, bro. I used to love, like, if you go back and listen to it. Go ahead.
I think mentality is overrated, though, a little bit.
Of course,
Because
like, at this point, of course.
I can find a homeless man who thinks the same thing.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. But mentality it has to be in conjunction with greatness, right?
Right. You want to see that for sure.
But that's when mentality is important. Is like when you're already great and you're physically in your prime and you can, will yourself that little bit more based on the mentality that you have, it can make or break you. Like you've seen some of the greatest athletes with the wrong mentality get broken.
Right. When they're both super athletes, they're both in their prime, and there's an edge. Yeah. It's great when getting an edge, but I know people see that and go, "Oh, look, since his mind's right," because it's the people who also go, "I see red." I do
UFC, bro.
Yes, yep. That's and that mentality is important in fighting when you're at the top. What the hell did I just
remix,
say?
Son? Hold on, I gotta hit him with the
the upper echelon.
There you go.
Bars,
yeah. Bars on top of bars.
But that means nothing to me.
Yeah, it's just a nice line.
I got 6-year-old kids who talk to me like that, like they're gonna beat me up, dude, on a weekly basis.
If your kids in your class were saying, "I'm gonna fight you like your life depends on it," Sensei, I would die.
Dude, they think they're the freaking Red Power Ranger, bro. They come in thinking they're Spider-Man. They actually believe it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it is what it is.
You have to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
For sure, I think it's 50-50, I truly believe that there's a lot of people who, see me as an arrogant ass. I can be sometimes, but I'm just having fun and entertaining the world. And I do think that the older generation wants people to see Mike knock me out. But at the end of the day, I also have the kids, the middle schoolers, the high schoolers, the college students rooting for me and want to see me and Mike. He's a killer. He's a warrior.
I don't think they're in middle school no more, Jake.
I was going to say, I think it's probably a 90-10 for Jake right now, maybe a 95-5. And I think, and I said this in my video, I hope that Jake realizes that, because I would want to see him be a full heel here, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, again, he has probably way too much respect for Mike to go like full bad and be like, listen, this old geriatric, whatever, he's probably not going to do that. But
yeah, bro, you can't do too much.
But like to be like, I'm going to knock Mike out and I'll be the last fight on his record. Like I will be your last loss. Like that kind of stuff. You don't have to be super disrespectful. You just have to say what you want to do.
Right. He's doing it with class.
Yeah. But what Jake does well,
which is smart, because if you do that well, then when you win.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. He does this very, very well. He's going to do it right here. Listen to this.
He's been doing this his whole entire life. So it's second nature to him. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I've been doing it at a super high level. But on July 20th, I'm going to show the world that I can outbox Mike Tyson and prove everyone wrong and show that I will be the one doing the killing.
By the way, how much you weigh these?
So that is what Jake does very well. It's I've always called it reframing.
Yep.
It's essentially what he does, which is again what makes you buy the fight, because you think this guy's out of his mind. Because like you said, there's a lot of icy red people that are like, you're never gonna outbox Mike Tyson, never. I don't care if he's 57, 50. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
And it also eliminates the big plot device, which is that Mike is not Mike. The Mike he's talking about is not the Mike that everybody's thinking about when he says that, right?
Yep.
Which is, again, what he does well. He did that with Anderson, too. I think it's a genius move because, like you said, it alley-oops himself to, if he loses, which, let's say that happens, he's like, yeah, it was Mike Tyson.
Yep.
If he wins, it's like, I just beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's genius.
These days.
I'm heavy. Big boy. 230s.
Damn.
I wanted to shoot around because I wanted more action.
Ariel, chill, buddy. I'm going to say, damn.
Damn, bro.
So someone asks why. Someone asks why it's 2 minutes and 14-ounce gloves is what Mike says.
I wanted to shoot around because I wanted more action. If we only have 2 minutes, we'll fight more.
It's gonna be
more action.
It's gonna be a firefight. More punches.
He's so serious with it, whoever asked that question.
I don't know why Mike Tyson reminds me. I have this little dragon. He's 4 years old. His name is Omar.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He just like when we tell him that we can't have a snowball fight, that's what he just looked like. It just very matter of fact and immediately
just has no idea why
about things that why are you upset? Like what's going on? You know what I mean?
He's like, what do you mean? Why am I upset? You just told me we couldn't have snowball fights. This is devastating news.
The way it panned to me, he looked pissed. He's like, More action.
This is the thing.
God.
Mike is so unpredictable. And again, as we get closer to the fight, I think we're going to get that way more. Because you usually, again, this generation is very used to like sedated. That's the way I look at Mike when he's on his podcast or he's taking shrooms or smoking. He's like a sedated tiger. They keep injecting him with a tranquilizer so that he just doesn't wake up. So when he finally wakes up, people are like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? And don't remember that he was out here trying to eat people's kids in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So that's like what you're going to see is that what you just saw times like 20 as we get closer. He's going to just start like killing reporters in the press conferences when they ask questions. Like literally
there, so I think it's more entertaining for the fans.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sprints because I saw him doing a lot of running. I've been doing a lot of sprints, yeah.
Time I saw Mike was
We saw
2
those
months ago.
sprints.
He was chill. Rumor is he's not so chill now. No weed, eating raw meat. Let's see today. Is that an accurate assessment of where you're at? Are you not so chill?
I'm pretty chill right now.
Yeah, you seem pretty chill.
Pretty chill.
Yeah.
Mike,
He's charismatic, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, when Mike is himself and he's not trying to be the, I'll eat your children. When he's doing that, he's himself. He's very, very likable. Like young Mike was very likable. When he was like giving all the praise to Ali and he was sitting there in the Arsenio Hall show and doing that. Young Mike, man.
I want to let you know that I actually work for Jake Paul. I've gotten to know
Oh, yeah,
him
this was better Derek asking his question.
Oh, God.
pretty well. I've seen him box quite a bit, and I can confidently say that you're going to knock his out, Mike. Wow. You're going to knock his out. Let's go.
Mike's so confused.
Well,
And I can confidently say that you're fired.
Hey, Jake, I'm the face of the company. You know you can't fire me. I am better.
Security.
But, Mike, my
Security.
only question is, what round are you going to knock him out in?
Hey, come to the fight. Hope you can afford a ticket.
Do you
I told you, he's funny, man. Witty with it, too, man. Gets fired, now he can't afford the ticket. Come on, now.
Oh,
Come on, Mike. Hope he can't afford the ticket.
feel like you'll be able to take Mike Tyson's power at this stage?
I know I will be able
Hey.
to. I'm a natural.
What's wrong? What's wrong over there? You okay?
Heavyweight. This is what I was born. I'm a natural born heavyweight. This is
That's like
what
the
I
most
was born
booze
to
he
do, is
got.
to move up into this weight class, and I'm gonna show Mike who has the more power, because he's underestimating me. I think everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder. I know it's gonna be tough. I know I'm gonna have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong, but it's not about the fear stopping me. It's about going into it even though I am scared, and that's what true bravery is.
Where's your money?
I thought for sure Jake was going to say, when he said it's not about, I thought he was for sure going to start hitting the Rocky line. Because it's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hurt. It's not about how hard you get hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. I was like, no way he's going to start saying it.
no way. Yeah.
All right, so he said a lot there. He said he's a natural heavyweight.
Bro. That's wrong.
He said he's got more power than Mike, and he's going to be doing the killing, and that everyone doubts him.
Power thing may be right at this time.
Yeah, I
And the power will sustain, too, longer.
Yeah,
So.
I kind of agree there. And then he said that he's going to prove everyone wrong, and taking this fight shows true bravery.
The true bravery part is to be announced.
What do you mean?
It's TBA, dude. Because we don't know the mic that you're going to get that's up in the air. You know what I mean?
I would argue that Mike taking this is also pretty fucking brave at his age.
I would say for Mike, that's the more braver thing.
But people won't give that to me if I say that, because they're like, well, it's Mike. Of course not. What do you mean it was brave? But it really,
right.
It is, though. Like, yeah, and because it's Jake. But it is. Like, 58 years old at the time he's going to fight, not boxed seriously in 25 years. This is like
extremely dangerous.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
When you say boxing in general, like at that age, and regardless of your experience and how good he is and his knowledge and his ability to do things, it's still a boxing match, and it's extremely dangerous for anybody, let alone somebody that age.
Yeah.
And who's also fought a long time and has been dropped and knocked out, and all that damage is already there. So that if Jake, he's young and relatively healthy, hasn't taken a lot of damage. So if he has like a rough fight, anything can happen. But I'm just saying, like it's not like it's a crazy risk because he's not fighting like a young Mike Tyson or taking a risk where he's fighting like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's TBA for me for Jake. The bravery part, smart,
super smart.
Yo, Mike, how would you
Actually,
like?
there's a better clip of this I want to show you. So this kid, which you sent me this because you were so astounded. This kid has a question, and this young child from the city that never sleeps.
It's the little brother of the original Viejo kid.
I wonder if it is, because I was wondering about that too.
Imagine.
He has the same,
That's the thing. That's just a New York.
That's a New York
They're
thing.
all the same.
Yeah.
This kid is a freaking redhead. You would never expect it from him.
Who would train me better, Jake or you, Mike?
Me, definitely me.
Older fighters have more heart and balls and weren't afraid, but I think the newer fighters have more skill and technique and are sharper. So that's why I'd be a better coach.
I want to get back to that in a second. I think this is the most interesting part of the presser, to be honest with you. But let's listen to this.
Yeah, tight shit. So you think he has bigger balls? Who do you think's got a higher body count? What's your body count, Jake? What's your body count?
No.
Where is this kid's mother?
That's literally
that
you
part.
right there. That's you.
Yeah.
Jake, you think yours is higher?
They missed the Gaga type shit.
Definitely not. Jace is definitely not higher.
Not higher than Mike Tyson. I mean, if we're entertaining the
way.
conversation, Mike Tyson in the 90s, what are we talking about, dude? I hate to be
100x.
I hate to be crude, but they could have loaded it up in slingshots and thrown it at him. Dude, like they could have just this is how they were doing it in the 90s to Mike Tyson. Yeah. In Vegas, bro, what are we talking about?
Yeah, bro.
Oh
God.
But the first part of that conversation, first off, today's youth is ruined. It's over. Like there's no getting it back.
That's a New York kid though.
Right. But
that's a New York kid. That's not changing. That's gonna be there.
But I'm saying we didn't know it until social media came out. Now we know it. And now
I knew it. I got cousins from the Bronx.
Right, but now a worldwide audience can see that.
Yeah, now and everyone knows.
And now it's like, oh, that's the cool thing to do. Let's start asking people their body count at 11 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people that.
The first thing the kid gets on the mic and goes, he's like, "What the fuck's up, everybody?"
Oh, that's how he opened it up.
God bless. But it is what it
wow.
is. You're right. It's New York kids. But what did you think about the comparison that Jake made from the old school boxers to the new school? Did you you want me to replay it so you can hear it again?
Yeah, it reminds me of like just all sports talk right now, like all sports talk.
I know. Yeah.
Basketball, football, mainly those two.
Let's play this again.
Sports.
I want to hear him say.
Who would train me better, Jake or you, Mike?
Me, definitely me.
Older fighters have more heart and balls and weren't afraid, but I think the newer fighters have more skill and technique and are sharper. So that's why I'd be a better coach.
He thinks that newer fighters are better skilled with technique and are sharper. I said this in my video. I don't even know if it made the cut. Leo cut it down because I talked about it for like 30 minutes by itself. But I don't agree that the new generation is just so much more skillful. I don't agree. Like your boy. Well, I mean, we could talk about just name a legendary boxer from back in the day. Salvador Sanchez. How about that? Your guy.
Oh yeah, Salvador. Oh.
How is he not one of the most technical boxers ever? When Roy Jones is saying, the best boxer I've ever seen in my life is Salvador Sanchez, what are we talking about? Like top to bottom overall. I mean, we can go down the list of people. Wilfredo Lopez, Wilfredo Gomez.
Yep.
We could talk. I mean, honestly, we could talk Joe Louis. We could talk Muhammad Ali. We could talk. But the problem is, to me anyway, even Mike Tyson, by the way, people act like Mike wasn't one of the most technical boxers of his era because of his knockout percentage and the way he did it. But you don't realize how he did it and how he got there. He didn't just walk through punches. He was a smaller guy that utilized head movement, footwork to get into positions that most heavyweights couldn't. Yeah. And then when he did, it was detonation. But what I think Jake can say is that maybe there's a higher density of skilled boxers now across the sport. So the sport as a whole, like you said, you talk about this in basketball, as a whole, the sport has gotten better, but it doesn't mean the top level to me is far and away better.
Yeah, no, but like, and this the same thing with like martial arts. You know, when you talk about boxing as a martial arts instructor, it's like the application versus skill, effectiveness versus skill.
Yeah.
Right. So you can have a lot of skills, which is like you can look great in the mitts, right?
Yeah.
You can have a lot of skills, but it doesn't equate to you being a great fighter because there's so many nuances in fighting that have still yet to be explained or broken down or detailed from a coach to a fighter. Yeah. So obviously with more information, people are going to become more skilled because the more you get more fighters, the more fights that happen, the more information you get, the more information you can download and you can break down and say, you can do it like this, do it like this, do it like that, right? You just natural progression because you have more information.
Yep.
However, we're seeing this in other sports, and basketball is a great example where like the numbers get involved and they start seeing these numbers. Well, okay, maybe it makes more sense to do it this way, And they start to predetermine outcomes based off of previous information and history.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always equate to winning. So you might have like a super technical boxer, but then you see someone like George Foreman who is super effective as a fighter with a unique style.
Yeah, I agree that.
So he was very skilled at what he did.
Yeah,
exactly. Even though it didn't look skilled. Like extremely skilled at what he did. Plus the toughness and stuff, I think matters. Like you said, the mentality, the attitude. When it comes to very skilled people, that's going to be the edge.
We just saw this happen to a degree in the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. I mean, going into that fight and coming out of it, you could say Devin probably has more tools as a boxer. Right? He's more skillful as a boxer. Didn't matter. What mattered was one guy was super skilled at a couple of things, and those couple of things just so happened to be some of the greatest weaknesses. And Devin fought a ridiculous fight. But that left hook, there's no one in boxing right now that does it better than Ryan Garcia.
And instincts.
And his ability
to have better instincts.
Exactly. His ability to anticipate and shoot, when to throw punch, accuracy behind it, all of it.
You know what a perfect example right now is? In basketball, right? Now they have very exotic, even football is a good example. They're very exotic plays, but basketball is a little bit easier. Explain it. They have very exotic plays now that they didn't run before.
Yeah.
All those plays still end up with one guy with the basketball and somebody else defending.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's you versus me, and you're trying to protect me from getting to the hoop.
Yeah. So
at the end of the day, what's better is when somebody has better instincts with the basketball, has better instincts, better as an attitude of attack mode. Is the toughness will come into play when it comes to finishing through a foul for an and one. You know what I mean? So those things still matter more than we have this perfect play drawn up, and if we do it perfectly, it's going to win, and we're going to predetermine this win instead of being like, listen, this is what I have to work with, and then I approach it and I let my instincts take over.
Facts.
You know, and I think we're seeing too much. Not strategy, but maybe too much strategy. Too much.
Yeah. Overcomplication of the simple things.
Overcomplication of things.
Yeah.
And they were a lot simpler back then.
I agree.
And we'll see which one's better. Yeah.
Here's the face-off. Little body shots there from Mike. Jake does the posture, I'm bigger than you posture deal here, which he is, to be fair. How about Mike's freaking traps, though? What the heck is going on, dude?
Yeah.
Those things are popping out the shirt.
Perfect for Mike, though. This is what he's used to. He's used to somebody being...
Yeah, right? He's fought shorter, lighter most of his life. And he goes right to the go-to, by the way. Go ahead and combination to the body, son. So stand up nice and tall for me. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. You got Nikisa separating them. You know what I'm saying? All right, there it is, man. Their next one is tomorrow. They're in Dallas tomorrow, so they got to do another one. That'll be interesting to see. But overall thoughts. How do you grade the first presser, dude? And also, did you think that Jake felt those body shots? Do you think that he is? Because he put on Twitter, he was like, didn't feel a thing or whatever. He's like, felt nothing.
Yeah, of course. Mike's, doing a little ha ha ha.
It's all. It's not some super secret. Mike found the key. I gotta change my title on YouTube. Damn. Okay. So, we need to now move directly to the newest announcements from the card as your camera gets put in the matrix.
Huh?
Yeah, bro, you're out here in the freaking.
Where's wrong with it? It looks fine on my end.
Oh, it might just be my connection. You look like a GTA 1 character right now, dude.
How we looking, Chad? How we looking?
It's bad.
Cooking?
You're cooked.
It's bad, is it?
Well, I can see it. I know it's bad. Anyway.
Hell, it looks perfect on my end.
It's not you. It's the connection probably. And also the fact that you're on a laptop probably doesn't help. But,
hey, take it easy.
Sorry. Let's take a look at the brand new announcement, starting with, I don't want to bury the lead, but we're going to go with this one first. H2O Silv is fighting Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. What do you think about this, baby?
I haven't seen Kid Austin, but I feel like I've heard you talk about him.
He's nasty. Both guys are probably two of, I mean, there's so many hot prospects in boxing, but these are obviously two of them. And obviously you wouldn't get a fight like this normally in the sport of boxing this early.
I was thinking that. It seems like a little early, but the opportunity on Netflix, you got to showcase.
And plus, dude, we sit here and we talk about the issue of the zero in boxing all the time. We sit and we talk. Why can't we just do away with it? When's it going to be normal again to go in and test yourself no matter where you're at in your career? When can we get back to that? And I'm not going to, I'm not going to toot my own horn or say anything like that, but I am a part of the Prospect Series, which if you like Jake or you don't, you have to give him credit and the team over there that they're putting on these kind of fights on those cards every single time that those cards happen. I'm seeing guys that are 8-0 taking on guys that are 8-0 with national amateur champion this and junior Olympics that on their resumes. Yeah. Guys that shouldn't be fighting until they have 20, 21 fights, or I shouldn't say shouldn't, but usually wouldn't be fighting. And that's not just me saying it for everybody that's going to call me a dick rider or whatever. That's Paulie Malignaggi saying that. That's Nonito Donaire saying that. He's like, these guys are way too good to be fighting each other right now. This doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing this? But at the same breath, they're like, oh, this is great. These guys are going to get more experience than anybody would at their record.
Right.
You know? He goes, they're just like, oh, I just hope it doesn't, derail them, whatever, because the sport is the sport. But this is one of those fights, man. I don't know how they got it across, but there was talk about, is it going to happen? Isn't it going to happen? And finally they get it done. This is a banger fight for this card. Now, I'm probably outside of the main event and, well, the co-main now as well. This is one to look forward to. But also added today, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Darren Till. This one is now on the card. We just talked about Darren Till and why he was boxing more, and we thought, is it going to be a KSI thing?
What is it, though? So no KSI?
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this is going to be...
Oh, we July. We cooking.
Yeah, bro. July 20th. This is on Jake's undercard. I like it. Honestly, again, I don't know what kind of physical and mental shape a guy like Julio Cesar Chavez is in. Obviously, if he's healthy...
Don't care. It's a great name.
It's a great name. If he's healthy, that's awesome. But Darren Till, showcase spot. Showcase spot.
He's not healthy. He's a Chavez, dude.
Well, I'm saying he's been to rehab like I don't know how many times in the last couple of years. But Darren Till is in a spot to get a big highlight here, right? This is the showcase spot for him. Mm-hmm. And you've heard Jake and I think some of the people over at MVP talking about people they wanted to be on this card. I'd heard Jose Aldo's name thrown around. He was potentially somebody that was going to be on this card. He might still be. I don't know. He's, I think, trying to negotiate. But I like this. Jake does this with a lot of his fights, too. Like, remember, he put Le'Veon and Uriah on his undercard, right? Like, he's done this kind of MMA fighter one-off thing on his cards before, so I enjoy this. This is dope.
Chavez, what does he usually fight at for weight?
I want to say he fought, well, in his career, he was further down. I think at 154, then 160, then 168. I think he held the belt at 168.
Yeah, he's a smaller guy.
I think he had like he was essentially given the belt at 168 or 160. But yeah, he was a smaller guy, but I think he fought Anderson at around 180, 185 or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, he did fight Anderson, but
yeah. So and Anderson beat him. So
yeah, I know.
That's why I say it's a showcase spot for Darren Till. You better go in there and beat him.
Chavez.
And that's crazy to say. Because Chavez Jr. is 53-6. So Darren Till's 0-0. So that's obviously the setup for Darren to come in and be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? The same type of thing that Anderson did, but on a bigger scale.
How come they got to put the junior on that, dude? They disrespect the senior.
I know. That's crazy. You're calling his own son disrespect the senior. I mean, you're not lying, to be honest with you.
You know what I mean? Imagine that said. Imagine this free like LeBron James without the junior.
True.
Come on now.
Bronny. Speaking of Bronny, we'll talk about him a little later. So Netflix obviously getting into the combat sports lane. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, David with the 2. Chavez bringing the Mexican fans into Jerry World. I don't know that Chavez Jr. has pull like that, but it's a good idea. It's a good play, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Right? Because that's Canelo when they did Billy Joe Saunders there, they did 60,000.
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? If you want someone to rep your city, you know what I mean?
No, I agree with it.
You're probably not like, not him, you know?
Well, who else are you gonna get? Like, you're not gonna put. I mean, you could have put like.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You get Senior to do an appearance, you know?
Facts. It's just because I feel like he's let them down before. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I don't know how the community.
No, it's crazy. He's like the
Junior.
I didn't want he's like the disappointing son to his product. He's like the disappointing son to the damn country. That sucks.
That's crazy, man. I have seen the old things.
For him, dude.
I do too, because it's a tough spot, bro. It's like, again, you talk about like LeBron James, and imagine, and this might be the case when Bronny comes into the league, and he might just be complete trash.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Then that's gonna be rough. But okay, Netflix is really not just dipping their toe in; they're going full in to sports, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm hearing that ESPN and the UFC, their deal is coming up soon. I wonder if the UFC moves to Netflix.
Wow.
I wonder. Think about it. I mean, I don't know if there would be like another surcharge or Netflix's per month would go up, but ESPN Plus as a partner, I'm sure has been great for the UFC, but they have been awful on the pay-per-view side. Every time we struggle with it all the time. We try to buy the pay-per-view, and I just got refunded for mine from the last one because they didn't show me 3/4 of the pay-per-view. But that's interesting. And now they have the NFL coming in Christmas Day this year, NFL game on Netflix. Dude, we might be seeing.
Not playing no games.
We might be seeing the takeover of live sports and the move away from. I mean, completely move away from syndicated television.
Networks.
Yeah. Very interesting. ESPN. Better watch your ass. No Diddy. No Diddy. So why don't we just go ahead and talk about this Bronny James situation? Yeah, hold on. Before we do, have you seen this channel?
Are you searching?
Have you seen this channel?
No. What channel is this?
This is something called Pantheon Level Cluelessness, and you said Chuck Liddell earlier, and it made me think of this. I don't know why. I think it's just Tito Ortiz, but it's just a bunch of quotes from Tito Ortiz that are just completely nonsensical. And I say a couple. There's so many. It's hilarious watching him. Hold on. Let me find one that's like one of the best ones on this channel. Did you see him throw the microphone off his own head a couple days ago?
No. What the heck, man?
I go out and I do the diligent work. I'm out doing the interviews. I'm out doing everything. It's not just the fact of getting the cage and fighting, but going out and doing the promo to sell the fight. And I don't think there's anybody in this business that does better than me. Yeah. Maybe, was it Gregor McConnor or Conor McGregor? He does actually a really good job.
Gregor McConnor.
Jose, he said Jose first, bro. I swear I heard Jose. Did y'all hear that?
They
Go back.
They think that Tito is the mayor of CTEville, is what they say here. But do you want to see him?
McGregor Connor. Jose McGregor Connor.
Do you want to see him drop
like
drop the mic on his own head? Hold on, what the fuck is happening?
So thank you guys so much.
My computer is going crazy. What is happening, dude? Hold on.
Well, I didn't see it.
I know. Hold on. Yeah, he hits himself in the head, but my computer does not want to freaking just do a full screen.
I'm thankful for Bangkok Casino for having us here. It's going to only get better, bigger, and better. So thank you guys so much.
Who the hell does an underhand, bro? An underhand mic drop is crazy.
He said, "We're gonna get better, bigger, and better." This guy,
I love
dude.
this guy.
He's the best.
That's why I love fighters, because this type of guy that he would just like right now would kill both of us. That's, you know what I mean?
100%. But he's just.
But it's like what's our guy's name from?
He's just.
What's our guy's
Hold
name?
on, Tito Ortiz.
BKFC?
Tito Ortiz on
BKFC?
romance. Hold on.
Rest?
Tito Ortiz on romance. I have no idea what he's about to say, but this is gonna be amazing.
Romance?
Guys are too afraid to be romantic because that's not what men are supposed to do, but it's wrong. I think males aren't supposed to do it, but true men are supposed to be romantic, I think.
Tito, thank you for the honesty.
Males aren't supposed to do it?
This
What he said?
motherfucker doesn't have any idea what he's talking about.
What's he talking about, dude? I love their response.
Dan Levitar.
Tito, thank you for the honesty.
Dude, Dan and his dad, when they had that show, was fire.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's
Tito
that guy?
says
What's that guy
most
from
gay
BKFC?
people are
The
pressure.
Perez?
What?
Oh my gosh. What? That's crazy.
Tito, holy shit. Some of this stuff is too funny, man.
Wait, he said he always understood one thing. Go back to that one. He said, I understood one thing in my life.
Hold on.
Oh, find a good one, dude. We need another one of these. This is like a good
Tito's,
snack.
Come on down.
Tito's hours for his restaurant are kind of confusing. Here we go.
Come on down.
What the hell?
Any day. Monday through Sunday, 4 to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Friday, Saturdays, we're open until 12 p.m.
So we do have problems in
Oh my god.
Yo,
Fuck.
go back, play it again.
Oh my god.
This is what I
Come on down.
hear. This is what
Any
I
day.
heard in school when they explained the math problem.
Monday through Sunday, 4 to 10 p.m. Sunday
Monday,
through
Sunday, 4 to 10.
Thursday. Friday, Saturdays, we're open until 12 p.m.
That's the whole week. Hold on. Sunday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday. That's every day of the week.
This man, dude, he's
Time out.
different. He
4
is
to 10.
different, bro.
And then open till 12, he said, some days.
Bro, I can't even keep up with him. He said,
I see what he did. He messed up. He said Monday through Sunday, which was wrong. He meant to say Monday through Thursday, 4 to 10, but he corrected himself after. So he said Monday through Sunday, 4 to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. That's what he meant to say. So he corrected himself without giving any context. And then he said Friday, Saturday.
Come on down.
Open till 12.
I'm dying.
I figured it out. Look at
Yo.
that translation right there.
Good deal. Appreciate you with the Breakdown Dojo membership, dude. Thank you so much.
All
right, we'll watch a couple. We'll watch a couple more of these, and then we'll go. Hold on.
Translate that.
Hold on.
Show ya.
Here's Tito cutting an onion. Apparently, this is like one of the all-time classics.
I cut an onion the correct way. At least my way. It's correct.
Oh, your fingers.
Dude, right away. Just
onion the correct way. At least my way.
Bro, this is all
he
wrong.
puts it on the
Supposed to
least
go
stable
knuckles.
part of the onion and then just starts chopping away.
Bro.
That's correct.
Bro. I love how he's going this way too, like closer to.
No, he just keeps moving closer.
Look at it. His middle finger's there as like a knife guard. Like you don't want it to go any lower. Like he doesn't want to cut the onion all the way through, so he's just gonna run it through his finger instead.
How is he not cutting his hand?
Oh, that was. It looked like he did.
Dude, he's like look at him breathing heavy and shit into it.
This is
Dude, did he cut his finger?
He's bleeding.
How did he cut his finger?
So we usually go to Mexican food on Sunday nights, and
He's bleeding onto the onion, dude.
Oh, look at that! The free screenshot right there, bro. It's fingers coming off.
He's
bro.
bleeding
Oh, my Lord.
onto the onion that he's about to eat.
now we can't go anywhere. We're gonna make our own Mexican food.
Dude,
I'm gonna do chicken enchiladas tonight.
that hit his finger.
How is he not cutting
He
his
is bleeding.
hand?
So we're gonna do preparation. I'll slice all one way. Now I'll slice crossing it.
This dude's a psycho dog.
Turn around.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Now put it together. Let's go.
Oh, bro, the way his finger gets in the way that he moves that out of the way.
Dude. Holy cow, bro.
That keeps you from crying when you cut onions. Helps so much.
The hell
Like
is
didn't
that?
use half the onion, dude.
Fighters be like, yeah, this is
Not much onion I'll use.
He's just picking up the onions with his bloody fucking hand. Look, he's bleeding all over this shit. Oh my god. Someone stop this man, dude.
Oh, his bloody finger. How has he not noticed? Now he uses the knuckle technique.
Yeah, bro.
A knife's so sharp. I cut myself. Son of a bitch. Not bad. I mean, that knife's just sharp. I cut myself. I haven't cut myself in years.
All right, dude.
My God, dude.
Maybe
Anyways,
we'll do
Tito
more.
Ortiz.
We'll do more Tito another day. But holy cow,
Yes.
bro!
You do a whole.
That
We can do
channel.
a members only. Members
Yes,
only
dude,
episode on Tito
that
Ortiz.
channel, holy shit! Members only freaking Tito reactions are gonna be hilarious. I have no idea how that man is still like functioning in life. But let's move on. Sensei, let's talk about Bronny James, man. I know you this is on the docket for you. What do you think about Bronny James now fully committed, it seems like, to going to the NBA next year?
Well, his open workout. His workout
now,
was
these kids
shot the ball really well, showed out. I think he was fourth in his vertical, bro.
Yeah, I think he was 40 and a half
He was
on the
fourth in
vert.
his 40 and a half on the vert, and he was second in shooting.
Floater. Right?
On the shooting drills. He was second at everyone there.
Okay.
What do you think about the 6'1"? I gotta ask you though, 6'1"?
Yeah, he's 6'1" and a half.
Everyone's shorter.
Damn,
Everyone's shorter, but 6'4"
here.
to 6'1" is egregious.
Yeah, he's 6'1" and a half. They did a scrimmage yesterday. I think he went 2 for 8 in the scrimmage, so he didn't play the best. But
yeah.
Listen, I've been on record saying I think it's way too early for him.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not like an
He's young
NBA
though. How old
expert.
is he? How old is he?
He's 19, about to be 20, I think, or maybe he's 20 now. I don't know.
Yeah, he's super young.
I don't think that the kid is ready to be a NBA contributor yet. And that's what he will be in his career, in my opinion. He will be an NBA contributor. He will not be a superstar, I don't think. I think his ceiling, I look at a guy like Mike Conley, you know,
That's a very good ceiling, though.
Yeah, that's a great ceiling to have. But I think realistically, he'd be like a. I don't even see him. I mean, I don't know, sixth or seventh guy. I don't know.
Like a Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, like well, they're trying to call him a 3-and-D guy. I don't know if he even has that ability right now. Granted, what you said,
you gotta be a Paul. I mean, you could just be. You said a 3-and-D guy who shoots,
but
he can shoot.
He can shoot, but someone was saying
that's only gonna get better. I think that's only gonna get better.
His shooting can definitely get better. And if that's what you're gonna be,
it's only going to get better. Yeah.
Then great, But I would like to see him give a little bit more to. Like, if you're going to play in the game at 6'1", I don't think you can stand in the corner and wait for the ball. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, too. You have to be a ball handler. Bro.
Yeah. So I think you need to be...
You got to be mean with the ball. If you're F6'1", you got to be a bully.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
Jalen Brunsons of the world, Chris Paul, anyone that was, like, undersized, got to be a bully with the ball, dude. You can't...
He said...
Unless you're like a TJ McConnell who's, like, running around, you know what I mean, looking for shots.
Yeah.
But...
He said... that he did not want to... He didn't think GMs were going to draft him because of his dad. He said, this is a business, and, GMs are going to draft me because they think I can help their team, essentially. And here's the quote. Only draft me if I'm good enough. Not because of my dad.
That's what he said. Okay, he said that, not the GM said
no,
that.
he
only draft me if you really think I'm good enough and not for all these other reasons, obviously because of your dad, or you're just like, hey, whatever gets me there, I'll get there.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this is a serious business, and I don't feel like there would be like a thought of I'm just drafting this kid just because of I'm gonna get his dad. Like I don't think a GM would really allow that. So yeah, I've never really thought about like. Yeah, no. I think I've put in the work and I would get drafted because of the person, not only the player, but the person that I am.
Two things can be true, sir.
I mean, in my opinion, that's just not reality.
If he's good enough, if he can contribute, yes, they will draft him. And part of that reason is because he's LeBron James' son. Of course. They don't do that. They already do this.
That's not even a part of the reason to me. That's the reason.
If they can get a star who's going to put tickets, who's going to put butts in seats.
Who's going to put tickets in butts.
Who's going to sell tickets.
Yep.
Listen.
Come on, Tito. You got this.
I did not say that. Okay? And I wasn't going to accidentally say that either.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. But if that was the case. They
already do that. If there's a star player, they want to bring him to the team, the GM will make that decision. Like, listen, they can contribute. They're going to be, a face of the organization.
I just don't know. What does he do to contribute right away, dude? What does he do?
He can shoot the ball.
At the NBA
level. He's
level.
athletic.
Here's the thing. He's freakishly athletic, but he's also, again, 6'1". Your 40-inch vert at 6'1" is Jokic grabbing the ball off the rim like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6'1", and with that kind of vert is helpful, but what is it help? Like, defensively, sure, but offensively, you're not getting... I don't think you're going to get...
You play defense,
I don't think you're going to get, otherworldly finishes just because you have a 40-inch vert at 6'1".
Maybe Drew Holiday could be a ceiling.
Maybe. Pat Bev type thing.
Okay. That's a big difference, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving defenders out. Because you're going to...
Drew Holiday.
I would rather you be... I know.
Shoot.
But I'd rather you be...
all-star,
But again, what I'm saying is this. I'd rather Bronny be one thing very, very good that could contribute versus being okay at a bunch of things. Bring the ball up.
I think
distribute,
shooting the
whatever.
Ball's gotta be his thing. He's got to be able to
Someone said, though, here's the thing. You talked about his shooting. Someone's like, and again, he will get better at it. Somebody was like, yo, his shot takes 3 business days to get off. Like right now,
during the drill.
Yeah, because he has a very slow release. Now, granted, it's a drill, but that release is crazy slow.
Moving just like his dad, smooth with it. He got the same run. God damn.
It's crazy, isn't it? His face too, like when you watch him in that interview.
I mean, this drill is not full speed either, though.
Right. Well, it's meant to be like an endurance drill, right? You're hitting shots while having to move.
And there's certain game shots that are at that speed, you know what I'm saying, when you get a look. So
it's weird seeing a James and a 50.
It is a lot of shots at once.
And he knocked them all down. Fair play to him. Although, I'm going to be honest with you. I think you could do this. And maybe not knock everyone down, but I think you could hit.
But what matters, dude, is in that moment, dude. You get one of those. That's big time.
Yeah, that was clutch. That was clutch to do in that.
To be real, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean?
It's anything he does now, though.
People are gonna. Yeah, I know, but this now it's an NBA thing. How are you gonna do? If he finished freaking like
1 for 12
or 10
or something, yeah,
and shooting, you know what I'm saying? People aren't gonna be like, oh, give him another chance. No, bro. So it was very important that he did this.
Yeah,
and he had to feel that pressure.
Yeah. So like I said, I think he's going to have a spot. I just don't know if it will be a spot that is going to be a contributory spot. At least not for the first couple of years. I don't even know if he's going to be on an NBA roster for the first couple of years. He'll probably be a G League player.
What do you think about him saying that about playing with his dad? Did you see that part?
What did he say? Was it the same interview? Is this right here?
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah. I want to hear your thoughts on this one.
A big thing about it. One time your dad was like, "Oh, it's like my dream to play with my son." But I don't know if everybody had ever asked you, did you ever dream about playing with your dad, for you, or what went to it from your perspective?
No, never. My dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course, get to the NBA, which is everyone's end goal is here. And I never thought about just playing with my dad, but of course he's brought it up a couple times. But yeah, I don't think about it much.
Unfortunately, LeBron James has passed down.
I was gonna say he sounds a lot like LeBron.
One of his worst traits.
He sounds like LeBron, dude.
Him on the mic, and it bothers me so much that Bronny has this, because I was hoping
you don't think he's gonna be
the flip
real about it.
He'd be air. You know what I'm saying? Please just let. And then I never thought about it. What do you mean, bro? Listen, let me tell you something. Basketball set aside, I would hope that they play together. That would be the coolest thing ever. Forget everybody. I think he's overthinking, and this might be dad too, but I don't know. They're overthinking the media and the narrative.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta have my own path. What do you mean your own path? You get a chance to play with your dad in the NBA, who's arguably the GOAT. Someone who's arguably the GOAT.
Yep.
You get to do something. Forget about everybody else. You get to do that. I would have wanted the opportunity to do that.
Yep.
If I get the opportunity, forget everyone else. I don't care what everyone else thinks. I don't care if people think, oh, I'm my own man. I get to play on a team. What am I going to do? Go against my dad? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I had a choice, that would be a lot worse.
Honestly, I can see Bronny being like, yeah, I'd rather play against him.
And he can say that, but what's Bron gonna? How do you do that? You gonna play against your son?
Yeah, right.
Have we ever seen that? By the way,
playing against your son?
Have we ever seen that? I don't think we've ever seen.
I feel like we have.
In professional sports, people verse each other.
I don't know why. I think we have, but I do think we have. I don't. I'm trying to think.
No,
Griffey
know,
played
dude.
with his dad.
Yeah, and still, even if they would have to be a pitcher and a batter if that was the case.
Yeah, like a 1-to-1.
That doesn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's never happened, and I don't think anybody. I wouldn't want that for Bronny. I wouldn't even want that for LeBron.
Yeah, it would be.
If I'm LeBron James, I'm retiring. I'm not playing today,
bro. But that would be cool, bro. To be honest, that would be fire.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't really go at it, because what are you gonna do?
You're not
your son's moment, bro.
Dunking on your son.
You take your kid to the game. You don't play against him. You know what I'm saying? You're over there cheering for him. Never in a million years are you like.
It would be sick.
Unless it's rec league or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in some semi-pro version of football or basketball that it was father versus son. You know what I mean?
It would be fire. I can't even.
I just would hope. I don't like that when Bronny's like, no, I never thought about it. I want people to think of me as Bronny James, not LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, bro. Forget about the narrative and creating your own path. You get the opportunity to do this. This is a unique opportunity.
Yeah.
I think it'd be dope if they got to play together.
It would be crazy.
You're talking about the ultimate. To me, that's something that could Bro, that's something that can take you to the GOAT status for sure.
What? Playing with your son?
If you have, think about the highlights or the moments that can be created.
Yeah.
That would be the ultimate, like, person, like, player. Because then you comparison to MJ. MJ's son over here marrying Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Someone said, imagine Bron baptizing Bronny on a poster.
Oh my God! Like the one-to-one comparison from MJ to LeBron, it would be so drastic.
Oh yeah, bro. Imagine
For,
this.
like,
Imagine this.
Junior?
Ready? Imagine this. The Lakers cannot meet LeBron's demands, and he was in Cleveland the other night. And listen, Brian Windhorst, you know big Brian Windhorst. He's always with the takes, dude. He said that the last time LeBron went to a game that wasn't his own team's was when he went and watched the Lakers play when he was still with Cleveland before he, you know what I'm saying? Imagine.
Yeah.
The Lakers can't meet LeBron's demands to draft his son. They can't move stuff around and get another big superstar to come to LA. He's like, fuck it. I'll go back home and play with Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland with Bronny. Look at this reception, dude.
St. Vincent, St. Mary High School.
Bro, he's the king out there, man.
Number 23.
He's the king out there. I ain't gonna lie, Savannah don't look like she like it there though. Savannah not liking it.
Hey, they were wrong, you know what I'm saying? That's just her holding them down.
Come on, bro. You remember. You remember! Ah! Come on, dude. Young Bron. Hold that, KG. On your boy's head top. Hold that, KG. Switch hand lefty. You ain't never like that. Ah. All right, the edit's not the greatest, but you get what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You know, people are like, oh, yeah, but Bron is going to be in his dad's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all that. So what? Dude, apply
Embrace
some
it,
gratitude
bro.
in your life.
Embrace it.
This is what I'm saying. You have to embrace it. When you try to be like, I need to forge my own path. Dude, this is when you apply some gratuity in your life.
Yeah.
And you be grateful for the situation and you maximize it and make the most of it.
I don't know if that's the way you use gratuity, but yeah.
You don't need to. I get to use that however I want. Let me tell you something.
You adding some gratuity on the end of that bill is what you're doing.
Yeah. You know, in California, they know it on 20% for no reason.
That's what I'm
Never
saying,
again.
bro.
Anyways. You know what I'm saying? No, I just think that you should embrace it
Right.
for the opportunity for yourself personally. It's a unique opportunity, and you got to look at it for what it is and not compare yourself to other situations. There's no situation like it. So hopefully it gets to happen, but if it doesn't, it doesn't.
I think it would be. I think
it'll be sick. It'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. We'll never have this opportunity again. I don't think.
You don't think there's going to be
LeBron James?
Oh, okay, maybe not with like the greatest player, one of the greatest players ever. Maybe not. Yeah.
One of the greatest players ever doing what he's doing at his career, and then you have a son who's also eligible to be able to play. It's that's fucking two very, very unique things happening.
Facts. All right, so that is Bronny James. That's what's happening over there. But Sensei, you wanted to talk about this, and I wanted to bring it to you because you are the Sensei. And I am trying to keep myself out of things that don't concern me anymore because it's just not worth it for me to just get into the weeds with some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But you always have a fresh take on these things. So I'm gonna play you what's been going on with George Janko and Logan Paul. Have you been seeing some of this?
Yep. You know, George is a part of the Impulsive show, and he left the show. Now we have some context as to why he left the show.
Yes, yes.
And then he talked with Mike.
Yes.
Malak.
Yes.
Is it Malak?
I think that's how you say it. It's spelled Majlak, but I don't think that's how you say it.
Okay.
Mike Majlak. I don't think that sounds like it's what it's supposed to be.
No.
But yeah, so Mike was
So
there.
they talked it out. Or we're attempting to talk it out based off of, this is like the first conversation. This is like the Isaiah and Magic combo.
My brother.
Isaiah
I was hurting too. I know you were hurting, but I was hurting. By the way,
was that attempt?
Do you think this was the attempt? Do you think I wouldn't even call this? Yeah, you could call this the Magic Isaiah thing because the real conversation needs to be Isaiah and Mike.
Correct.
Just like the real conversation here needs to be George and Logan.
Correct.
Which, by the way, do you think that's for Isaiah and Mike? Do you think it's ever going to happen?
Oh no, bro.
Hell no. Mike is never having that conversation. Isaiah would. Mike's not.
No, he would. But at this point,
Isaiah's feeling the disrespect heavy. He's been going crazy.
He's from Chicago, bro. He's from Chicago.
He ain't playing
it's
no
over
games.
now.
But yeah, nah, Mike's not having it. I watched The Last Dance. I've been watching it, and Mike, they showed him the interview of Isaiah, why he said he walked off the court. He goes, I ain't believing it. Before they even show it to him, he's like, I ain't believing what he said. He said, whatever he said, he's full of shit, and he's doing it in public reception. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
and then Mike wouldn't admit that he was the reason
Nope.
Isaiah was not on the dream team. I'm like, bro, we all, come on, dog.
To the grave with it, bro.
Like, you're definitely the reason. Charles finally admitted it on Inside the NBA, but yeah, bro.
Yep.
Anyway, let's hear what George Janko had to say about his time on Impulsive, or I guess the time, when he was leaving Impulsive. And I'll let you kind of give your thoughts here.
I had to escape. I had to leave for my own fear. When Logan came after me for my religion, the show hit rock bottom and we weren't getting paid. I have a mortgage. I have my sister that works for me. I have Belle. I'm trying to get married. I had all these things. I had to start my own show because we're not making money on this show and I'm getting pushed out of this show.
Well, at the time, we weren't making money.
I can show you my books. I was spending 10 G's a month being on the show.
Right.
Name me a job that you spend $10,000 to do. And by the way, let's not forget that for a year and a half, I didn't get paid.
And I didn't get paid for years.
But when I got pushed out, and I'm seeing that I'm getting pushed out, and I start my own show, do you know what my final straw was?
What?
I got my show going, and then not only was I controlled and pushed around on Impulsive, but then Logan's making calls and directing my show. And I'm saying, hey man, you can't tell me what to do on my own show. That's not okay.
What's that about?
He told me that I couldn't take Celsius. This is a guy who's sending a screenshot of $11 million a week that he's making. And on top of that, we never got any money from Prime, and we own that show. So technically, we should have gotten a percentage of that. I never asked for it like the way you did. I stayed the f out of it. I didn't care because I am grateful for what I'm making. I'm gonna go start my own business. But when I come over here, because I'm scared I'm gonna lose my job here, I go, Logan, I will take half the deal if you wanna put it on the table for my show. He says, I won't pay you a dime. You're here because of me. And then I said, well, what do you want me to do for my bills, bro? I got no money. And he says, go have your rich dad pay for it.
Listen,
that's fighting words, bro. Look at me. That's fighting words, bro. You don't bring up somebody's father.
Would you say that the way that you handled it from a word standpoint was mature, acceptable?
That I beat the brakes off of him?
Correct.
If he was in front of me, I would have swung at him.
So a lot of heat there. But what I got from that initially, before we go to Logan's receipts, because I think Logan's receipts are pretty important. What Mike is trying to do is what George was doing there.
Oh wait, we actually have to watch one more part here. Sorry.
Yes.
There's one more part.
Different ways.
Yeah, I've been still trying to figure out how.
Half of my issues with you probably stemmed from my behavior. The way that I respond to my neighbors, they're gonna respond to me in a certain way. When I asked God to help me out with a lot of my relationships, the first thing he told me to do is fix myself.
Yeah.
That way I could have a conversation with Mike and not act like an idiot.
I honestly did not understand why you and I were not talking.
You want me to be honest? The Bobby Lee situation.
Who was the first person that jumped off the couch and said, George just left, that was not good, we have to fix this situation?
But did they not cut that you should have stood up for me and said, hey, you can't cut that. That's gonna make him look like an idiot for leaving.
Okay, let's slow down. We have numerous times on the show cut things that we believe will protect the integrity or reputation of the guest.
That protected nobody but him.
No, the guest. That's what I'm trying.
Well, what about the guy that you break bread with, bro?
Sure.
If this was an episode that was you, and what happened to you, and then the whole world thinks that I walked away because I can't take a joke, that's
it parlayed into more stuff happening down the line.
I never had a problem with Bobby Lee.
No, he knows
I had a problem with the way that Logan and you were kind of gassing him to keep doing. He started the episode putting his balls in my face. Then every 2 seconds, he kept grabbing my
I don't think...
How would you feel if a man that has his back completely towards you, that only turns around to grab your talk to your face, and you can't smack or beat the living brakes off of this guy? Because Logan makes me apologize to this man, or I don't have a job on Impulsive anymore. How crazy is that?
I don't think I understood. I can only speak for myself.
Bro, I
hope you can understand that. I didn't know that you were feeling.
But after the episode, do you remember when you called me and I said, Mike, this is all that happens, and you said it's our fault for not telling you this, but me and Logan are really the ones who should be talking to the guest. You are really there for a boys only episode. So while I get harassed. My other co-host is trying to fire me, and you're trying to leverage me to be quiet during other guests. And then on my birthday, you guys shot 3 episodes so I couldn't show up. That's crazy. It was on the calendar for months.
I think by the time we got there was so much confusion and disarray in the podcast that there was no coming back. We got to.
That is a lot, bro.
A lot. I was gonna say I'm the first one, and even that one, I think George, though he has a lot of merit in what he's saying,
he's firing, dude. He's firing off. He's throwing.
Has a lot. He was explaining things in a way that only tailored to the context of his side.
Yep.
If you remember the money part where, and Mike's like, "Well, you're not telling the whole story." He's like, "We weren't making any money." Like when you word things in a certain way, and you've argued with people in the past.
Yep.
When you're strategically wording something in a way that that's a little dishonest the way you're saying it, even though
it could be true,
there was wrong done to
but
you, it could be true, and there was wrong done to George 100%. It's not flipping it that George was obviously not treated right. We all saw that.
Right.
But then when you argue points and then there is a lack of truth where you're trying to like exaggerate, or make it a little more colorful than it is.
Embellish a bit, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo,
Sean Green.
Like, well, you weren't making any money. What do you mean?
Sean Green, welcome to the Breakdown Dojo, baby. Thank you. But yes.
And I just felt like I was like, I want to hear what Logan has to say, because I got a feeling, I don't know, that George was doing like again, it takes me back because I teach all the time. I teach kids, and when let me tell you what happened. So, and when they feel like they might have been in on the wrong, and 2 kids argue, like 2 kids are in trouble, right?
The third kid comes up, and he's like,
no, they're upset at each other.
Yeah.
When you ask one, what's your side of the story?
Oh, you can
they
murdered me.
What you take what they say and you go, okay, so that's a little exaggerated, but okay.
They tried to actually kill me.
He said he hates me and he wants to kill me, even though you swung on him first. You know what I mean? Like, okay.
Right.
Or he was like, his hands were up. He hit me, but you guys were sparring. Yeah, I know we were sparring, but he hit me. Okay, let's clarify that you were sparring and you weren't putting your shoes on. Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's things like that where I can hear a little bit of that from George.
Yeah.
And again, these things, managing relationships and friendships, that these people are not the same. George is not the same. So their communication and their vibes, their energy, their hangout is probably a lot different. They're not homies like they probably used to be.
That's probably the biggest point of this is like you're talking about 2 people that probably look at the relationship far differently. Where George probably wants to see his old buddy, and Logan probably is not the same guy, and George probably is not the same guy that they used to be.
And when he's saying stuff like, you try to like weed me out of the show or something, I'm like, it seemed like maybe he felt that way.
Right.
And he feels that way, but he's speaking it as a matter of fact.
It doesn't feel like there's been a conversation between the 2 of them, even still, about any of this.
Right.
So. Here's Logan with the receipts, apparently.
I had to start my own show because we're not making money on this show, and I'm getting pushed out.
You made money on the show.
I can show you my books. I was spending 10 G's a month being on the show.
All right, let's talk about this. Obviously, I wasn't on the podcast to represent myself, so I'd like to clarify a few things that were said. As well as having his own credit card, all expenses related to...
I love that they put they're editing a card in for George.
The show were paid for, including all travel and lodging. Obviously, George's total reimbursement came out to $20,000, 317 cents. I'd love to see any books that show otherwise. Spending $120,000 a year to be on a show is a little confusing.
This is a guy who's sending us screenshots of $11 million a week that he's making.
This statement is so crazy that it's almost laughable. That would mean I'm making $572 million a year. I'm nowhere near that. What happened was Prime had a very successful month. I think we did like 60 to 70 million, and I sent it to our group chat because I was proud of the business. I was stoked to show the boys, and I think George maybe misinterpreted that as like my personal income.
The show hit rock bottom and we weren't getting paid. I was getting paid $5,000 a month.
But you did make a sizable amount of money on the show.
And by the way, always grateful. I was always grateful.
Like that?
Yeah, I don't like to talk about money.
I know he doesn't want to talk money. I know he believes it out, but
that was rough. That was the worst part, bro. That for me, when George said that, I was like, okay, bro, what's going on here? When he said I was making $5,000 a month, that means a month. That means that you must be referring to multiple months or a long period of time.
Not a single month, right?
Right. So when you're wording it that way, And then Mike tried to say, wait, there's some context because I was there, bro. We know the money.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I don't want to talk about money. Oh,
Mike knew the
listen,
exact number that George made. That was crazy. He was like, wasn't it? And he was like, about to tell him off about
all
it.
I gotta say, dude, I've had, and I don't know about you, but I have some ex-relationships where they used to argue like this, and it was not fun. It was not fun, sir.
Yeah.
Not fun at all.
Yep. So Logan's bringing out
Let's keep it a buck.
Let's keep
ladies
it.
and gentlemen.
Let's keep it
a buck.
A buck and change, buddy.
George made $317,000 in the 15 months that he got paid for on Impulsive. The work requirements consisted of about 3 days a month, 3 hours each day, traveling the world, networking, and meeting some of the coolest people ever. It comes out to about $2,300 per hour, and he also had 10% equity of the entire show.
Not you, not Caleb, not Kevin, not Dylan. Nobody called me when I got fired.
George did not get fired. He quit. I'll touch on that in a second. But after he quit, I called him frequently. I reached out. I wanted to reconcile the friendship.
I don't. That could be me. I don't like that. When, like, let's say you get, what I mean, maybe me because I'm a homebody, kind of the same. But it's like, very independent person. But if let's say I get fired or whatever, if I don't, whatever.
Right.
But when I start listing people, and go, you guys didn't call me.
Yeah.
To check on me.
You kind of, depending on how you
grown men.
Yeah, bro. Like depending on how you move, it's no one else's responsibility to do that. You know what I mean?
Like if my best friend, if Josh hit me up and something happened and he still was like, you didn't call me. I'm like, bro, listen, if you needed me, he knows you gotta call me.
Right.
I'm the same with him. I'm not gonna get on him for living his life. He's a dad. He got
right.
You know what I mean?
You got things to do.
Life's going on. Of course, we live in our life. You know what I mean? So when I hear that, and he was abrupt about it and making a point on the show.
Like, this is important to me. Like, this is what should have happened. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, I was like...
Again, everybody...
Like and again, this is personality stuff.
Exactly.
Again, where I can see the clashing. This is personality things. And it's not wrong for George. But again, this is where I'm like, okay, this is it.
You or I would look at that and be like, this is nothing. This is a nothing burger. Like, you're talking about nothing. There's no response. But some people, like you said, feel very strongly about that. Like, yo, how are y'all my friends? You don't even call and check on me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be offended by that. But here's the message. You come into WrestleMania, not true and no. I guess this is George. Damn. I don't know what the conversation was before this, but he's definitely one-wording him.
I love how, bro, Logan was like, they were immediate receipts, bro. Not like
I know.
I gave him numbers. Like he's like, here are the numbers, and it showed that 1 month with 5,000.
Coming to birthday dinner at least. You missed you yesterday, Georgie. What's up, gangster? How you living? Good, Bubba. How you doing? Immensely happy and hell. Okay, relax, Logan. Just wanted to check in on you. Amazing, bro. Glad to hear it. Thank you. Hey, gangster.
I invited him to my birthday party.
Also, Logan just texting him.
Yeah.
But like George, like hears like behind closed doors that he doesn't like him, or he thinks that Logan's being fake.
Right.
Which is all fair.
All fair. Even my ranch a few weeks later, he chose not to come.
Let me know. What was that? Let me know when you have a second to talk. Today, I'm around the horn. Nah, I'm okay. What's GB? Goodbye?
I guess so.
Damn. Nah, I'm good, fam.
But George takes me as that kind of person. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
To come. He also unfollowed all the people he mentioned on Instagram, which is maybe why they didn't call him. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but he still does not follow them to this day.
And then on my birthday...
Why did he... Hold on. Why was Nina in there? Why was she one of the people? I mean, I guess...
Maybe he mentioned her.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wow.
And then on my birthday, you guys shot 3 episodes, so I couldn't show up.
The 2 episodes he's talking about, not 3, were shot 4 days after George's birthday. His birthday's on January 3rd. We shot those episodes on January 7th. We were already in Vegas signing the UFC to Prime, and as we do, want to capitalize on the location and our use of time and energy and the guests in that city. George didn't come to work because he wanted to spend time with his family for his belated birthday, which I totally understand and we even praised.
One of the things that I love about George, he prioritizes his family and friends over anything.
I got my show going, and then not only was I controlled and pushed around on Impulsive,
Bro,
but then Logan's...
I'm sorry. Again, maybe this is a personality thing, but it seems like a bit of a reach. Imagine me being mad that like you're working an event or something, or like you're doing something, and like, bro, you did it on my birthday on purpose, so I couldn't be there. Like, what?
I wonder how
that to me seems a little self-centered.
Yeah.
Which is probably why George and Logan were such good friends for such a long time. What you're starting to see when people clash, they're a little bit alike. They were friends, but now they were friends for a long time. You know what I mean?
You could also, I mean, to try to give George a benefit of the doubt, you could also see maybe this is a cascade of events too, right? He maybe thinks that this is
it's
one thing
on.
and a part of a
But
bigger.
when you say they did it on my birthday, so I couldn't.
But here's the thing that confuses me: does George? I don't understand. Did he not know they were gonna do that? And like they said, they were like he wanted to spend time with his family. Like, how do you knew that?
Do you think Mike and Logan are like, let's do this, let's do these specific videos now,
right?
So that George can't be there.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think Logan would even care that much.
We're just trying to get the show done, you know. It's like we're just trying to do a show.
I don't even think Logan would think that far. That's why I think like
it just doesn't like
you know what I mean?
It wouldn't make sense to me that George wouldn't even know. Like, why would they try to sneak it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're there and they do the show, you can't be there because they're family, and they're like, all right, cool, whatever. But we got to do these now. It shouldn't be a big deal to me.
You know, maybe they're like, we're going to do them anyways, even though George wanted to be there.
That's what Logan is like, yo, we're in Vegas. These people are here. Let's just do it. Ultimately, like it's Logan's show. He's going to do what he wants. Like, imagine you and I can't do the breakdown together in a certain specific location. And I go, yeah, I'm going to go do it anyway just because I want the show to get some, whatever. I want to get this person on the show. And you're like, no, you can't. I won't be there. It's not no. We have to wait, and then we just can't do it because that's what that would seem like. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I didn't like that part either.
Making calls and directing my show. He told me that I couldn't take Celsius.
So this is the big one. Making calls, trying to make it seem like I wanted to control his show is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see right here, I was like, hey, we got to get you Prime because I saw him drinking our competitor, and he told me to call him. He was filming my reaction to tell me he took a deal with the competitor. I told him, please don't film. Like, I'd like to talk about this. I hope you're joking, by the way. The truth is, I thought it was a bad look that my best friend and co-host took a brand deal with our competitor without consulting me, asking me, giving us even a chance to match it before he signed the deal, because the audience that he's building, at least at the time, on his own podcast was being funneled directly from the podcast that I was building with him. I said, hey, dude, I understand you need to make money. The entire text is right here.
Okay.
Man, he put the whole text, bro. He's not
totally understand. You have to do what you have to do, and I support your decision. I respect the fact that you're focusing on your platform, and I understand you have to pay bills. I'm sorry Impulsive isn't enough for that. Just like you're looking out for yourself, I have to do the same. My business partners and I don't find it appropriate. Oh, man, he's writing this like a freaking HR letter.
I was going to say, Logan is the type of guy that he sends this text knowing that he's going to
show it. Yep.
Correct. So that's why George is probably a little pissed too, because he knows that Logan's like this. So he's like, he sees.
But George is playing the game too. Because George, at least according to Logan, I was going to say, this is the Drake and Kendrick thing. Y'all are trying to out scheme each other because George tried to record him, right? He's like, oh, I'm going to record his reaction to me taking a Celsius deal. Right?
Because that's a little wild, bro. He sent you a screenshot. I mean, he caught you on he found it. Bro, George is drinking Celsius. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy.
Very odd. But anyway, and here's the thing that's interesting too, because George said, "Bro, work with me. Like, give me a fourth of what Celsius is giving me, a half of what Celsius is giving me, and we'll put Prime on the show." And Logan's saying that he didn't even come to him and ask. So someone's lying.
Right, and then that's also when Mike said, "Well," when he goes, when he mentioned his dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why you asked your rich dad for money, but then Mike goes, "Well, you weren't
right." So
saying some nice things either. So that's when George was taking out the part where they were arguing.
That's probably where it got to that.
With each other.
George and him.
Words were said.
That was probably after this.
And George made it seem like he was like, "Let me get the deal," and he's like, "Ask your rich dad for money."
Like there was no anything between that. Logan just fired it off.
Fourth graders explaining what happened to him.
Yeah,
he said, "My mom was fat." Yeah, but you didn't say what you said to him first.
But you also told him his granny should die, so you're just gonna leave that part out.
Yeah, you told him exactly.
I'm excited to watch you build your podcast, and if/when the deal is up and you want to come on Impulsive, the invite is open. I'd like to talk about how to move forward with this amicably on social, because I'm sure we can avoid the lame public back and forth and handle this in a mature way that our 8 years of friendship deserves. We support you and will drive to your something has long-term success. We always will be friends first. This is just business. I'm excited to see you at WrestleMania and my birthday dinner. Love you.
that I sent him after our conversation, because I did understand his position if he needed to make money, but I thought it was also a little odd because he did make $317,000 in 15 months. Regardless, I did tell him I can't have him on Impulsive if he's going to take the deal with the competitor, but if after he makes the money he wants to come back to the podcast, he's more than welcome.
Hey man, where you're at, there's no room for you to grow. They won't let you grow. They will not let you grow.
I thought saying that to Mike was a little crazy. He's grown a lot. He has 2.7 million subscribers since we met. He's a multimillionaire, a best-selling author. I tried as much as I could to help him get into those positions, and it's not entirely because of me. Mike is a phenom in his own right, and he capitalized on the platform that I gave him, which is awesome. Just like George is doing now, but if that's not growth, like what is? In fact, I think people forget, like, I praised George for starting a podcast like a lot.
Georgie started.
Damn, there's a lot there.
Bro, he's also when George is saying they won't let you grow. Who is he talking about? This now we're talking Illuminati talk, bro.
Well, yeah, he's just essentially saying you're not going to grow while you're working with Logan because Logan's the number one guy, and you're never going to be the number one guy.
Right, and again, that
I don't know that everybody.
Clear response.
I don't know that everybody.
An emotional response.
Yeah, I don't know that everybody. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't know. I would think that everybody that works with Logan on Impulsive knows that he's the number one guy on Impulsive. He's going to always be that.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean that Mike can't be the number one guy on Night Shift.
Right, and Mike has grown a lot.
Yeah, he has. Like that one's kind of crazy. Like I get what, like, for George, his growth, yes.
That was just wrong there. That was just wrong.
Well, George has a platform because of Logan. A lot of people do. I would say a lot of what I've covered in influencer boxing is because of Logan, KSI, Jake, those guys.
Yeah, for sure. Bro.
But for George, that answer might have been right, because when he left, he went fucking nuclear. He needed at some point he needed to leave. It wasn't going to be his. It wasn't going to be his
stay home. Was not going to be Impulsive.
But you know why? It's because what we talked about earlier, at least to me, the clash of the show became too much for George. Like Mike can do the show and can roll with the whatever. There's not like a lot of emotion in it. George obviously is very religious. Logan isn't.
Yeah, the polar opposites.
Complete clash there, and that was like one of the big moments of the show.
Worldview completely opposite.
Logan and George obviously disagree on, I'm sure some sort of politics stuff because Logan couldn't stand Andrew Tate. George went and interviewed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole thing, it seemed like it was just going to at some point run into an issue after issue after issue. So it made sense for George, but Mike's been there since it started. And you can call Mike, people have called Mike a lapdog. They've called him a yes man. And to be fair, there's a little bit of truth in that because you have to be. You have to be.
I mean, he didn't come into the show or into the space as an equal peer to Logan in terms of influence and notoriety.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's always going to be there.
Yeah. So
it's always going to be MJ and Scotty. You know what I mean?
That's the perfect way to put it.
But again, to be Scottie Pippen.
But Scottie Pippen is one of the best 100 NBA players ever, dude.
Top 75, 6-time world champion. You know what I mean?
Come on. Like, gets the stuff in life that he would never have had without Michael. And Michael the same way. So
his own podcast. I think it's a great idea. I always love when my co-hosts venture out and do their own things. Congratulations. It's awesome, guys. Check out his podcast.
And also saying they won't let you grow was a little hurtful because I thought at least I helped Mike do some of the things that he did. And I even encouraged him to start his own podcast.
I think you should take a page out of Georgie's book and start a show of your own.
It's hilarious that Mike has a picture of him and Logan on his shirt. You're never beating the yes man allegations, Mike. You're never beating them, dude.
There's no greater feeling than watching people you love succeed. I tried to give people around me a platform, and if they capitalize on it, fantastic. Mike and George did. And George will even tell you this off camera. I encouraged him to pursue media and comedy since 2015. I really believe in the kid.
That doesn't even look like Logan. That's crazy. Money is a crazy thing, bro.
That's wild.
I still do. There's a lot more. I'm not going to get into it, but this isn't to say, by the way, that I didn't fuck up along the way. I did. I should not have mocked his beliefs. I apologize for that. I should have stuck up for him with Bobby Lee, and I definitely should have had his back more like a friend. There's a lot of things I would have done differently, but here we are. It saddens me that our story has unfolded this way. I wish him nothing but health, wealth, happiness, all the success that he wants, and I hope that one day we can sit down and have a relationship and a conversation.
All right, there it is, man.
See? MJ and Isaiah. Never going to happen.
So here's the thing. When I look back at this, it feels like both guys are leaving context out. Like you talked about, there is
a lot of context.
A lot of context being left out. Logan didn't say a word about, he like glanced over the Bobby Lee stuff. Which to me is the most damning stuff. Like you can't just go, yeah, I wish I had your back more. Like if a dude was groping your co-host And you were like, yo, you need to go apologize to Bobby. Dog, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That needs more to me. That needs more than, hey man, I wish I had your back there.
Yeah, that's a little wild, dude.
That one's
the initial part, like grabbing the back of his head, bro.
Yeah, like doing a freaking tie clinch and shoving his head into his balls.
That's the thing. That's why I told you, Hollywood. Some people, you got comedians, you got funny people that like to mess around, and Bobby's like he's out there as a guy. You know,
Bobby's a weird dude. He's like out here flashing people normally, but it's not
right.
You can't.
But again, you're in it. What happens is guys like this, like Bobby Lee, they live in a world where that's acceptable because he's always in environments where that's okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in an environment all the time and that's okay, then it's like, you know, that's chill. Probably you can't be. What do you do? Walk into a barbershop in New York.
You can't
do that.
No, bro. That's what I'm saying. You
even
can't...
if they know you're Bobby Lee, it doesn't matter because he's always in an environment. So he's always in a podcast. He's in LA.
Yeah.
It's Logan Paul.
No.
This is my kind of vibe. I can do
you
whatever I
get
want.
no excuses from me for Bobby Lee doing. If that's like what really happened, which again, I you see one
you ain't
instance
mentioning
of
me,
it,
dude. What?
You
all
don't.
The time,
you don't make excuses for Bobby on that one. That one's swing on sight. And the fact, again, if this is true that Logan was like, "Yo, you need to apologize to Bobby," that's crazy to me. Like, what are you talking about?
And I think honestly,
they shouldn't even aired the podcast. Honestly, they should have just not aired the whole thing.
Right. And I think in those situations, what I would love to see in the future, like there's things happen like this all the time, where someone does something that's a little bit across the line, and then the person that happens to doesn't give an abrupt response. Clearly, George was upset, and
I wonder how.
And then the other people notice it.
Yeah.
And they just allow it to be uncomfortable and try to slide through it.
Yeah, just allow it to play
out.
And
that's where Logan or Mike should have, where I would have been if I noticed.
Yeah.
That hey, what the hell are you doing? You know
well, bro, did you not see?
Or if that's happened to me, we shutting it down. I mean,
remember the backlash George got for that episode?
Right.
They're like, yo, you couldn't even handle a joke. You couldn't handle a joke, and that's why you walked off. No one said anything about that part of it. That's the thing, too. It's like you didn't not only stop him from doing whatever the fuck he was doing to George, but you didn't tell people what actually happened and let George just get ridiculed online for fucking months.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy work.
That to me is crazy.
And again, that's why I think George is responding the way that he is, because all these things happen that there's no context for. Maybe he doesn't want to explain, so he has to put that emotion and animosity in other places and
I think
leaves context out.
I think without getting too much into the weeds of this thing, because I'm sure there's more that is out there, I think both guys, like, I'm not going to say, oh, both guys are wrong, because what Logan's wrong about and what's obviously affecting George, it seems like the most, is the Bobby Lee stuff. That's just inexcusable to me. But also, I don't know what the ins and outs of George's money situation and all that was, but it feels like that frustration for George boiled over into a bit of spite and some maybe taking some things out of context and being like, oh, you're doing this on purpose. Like you don't want to see me succeed. You don't want to. And maybe again, we always talk about this. It could have just been communication, and everything would have been fine. Or maybe not, but at least they would have been clear. You know,
takeaway: don't expect things for certain people.
Yeah,
it's your life. You got to demand, ask for things. When he was uncomfortable and he goes, "You guys should have said something. You should have done this, or you guys should have done that. I wish you handled it differently." Forget all that. You handle it yourself, and you speak out on you.
Yeah.
And don't let other people, speak for you or expect them to protect you.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? It is your life, and you got to be the one is the loudest about it.
So George, I think he deleted the tweet because I can't find it now. But George went on to say he was like, "No need to make TikTok." I don't remember the tweet, but no need to make TikToks. Like, come speak to me like a man or something, or let's settle this like men. And I was like, I mean, George brought it up on video first, so it's kind of Logan has to respond to the public. But do you think they do sit down? Do you think this is our Michael Isaiah moment?
No, because the way George talked in that video, I was like, he's got a lot of stuff in the clip.
He was too aggressive. He was way too aggressive. Because
he was
he
was like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. If you like, okay, let's talk about this is the part that I actually want to talk about, because this is the strategy. Bro, this is what I'm talking about.
He got it all, bro.
Bro, he's about to unload the clip, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
What's up? Rambo.
You're
out
talking
here.
about a guy that's known Logan since he started YouTube.
Yeah.
And it feels like
This is,
he's a little
Holly
too
weird.
giddy. Yeah, bro.
This is the Hollywood stuff. This is why. Well, how come people don't speak up about Diddy? Because they were there at the party too, son, 10 years ago.
Yeah. This is going to
So
be.
when it gets really heated, they go, let's not do it out, in public. Let's just try to, make a deal and a settlement behind closed doors and live our separate ways.
Yeah, facts. This would be a massive podcast, but George, I feel, and the reason, and you said you hit the nail on the head, the reason Logan won't do it, at least in my opinion, is because of how giddy he was to like, oh yeah, come talk about it, and because the way he talked to Mike, there was just so much like emotion there that you know that he had more, that he's just like, if Logan was here, I would, you know what I mean?
We're not taking all the skeletons out, bro.
That's what he wants. It looks like it's what he wants to do, bro. He's like, I'm ready. He's got the door. He's got the key in his pocket. He's unlocking that door. He's like, got a handle. He's got his hand on the handle. He's like, what'd you say? What?
Yeah.
He's like, you sure?
Yep. That's
Interesting, dude. Nah, so I think that's probably where they'll leave it. Who knows though, man? Maybe it would be a massive.
You never know.
Massive podcast. Like Logan or Mike and George did like 1 million. That one would do ridiculous numbers. But
George's
again,
the type of guy to do it, man. He's religious. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. He got conviction now, dude.
He's willing to risk it all.
He's got conviction now. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing.
Be careful.
I think it's probably not something that should happen on. And I mean, again, I don't know. Me being the guy that doesn't want to see that in the public is not somebody that should be like, yeah, I don't think y'all should be doing this. But the content would be the content, so I don't know.
I'm here for the. It's like when you watch a good show. You know what I mean?
You would just be doing this the whole time of the pod. You'd be like, all of us would be like,
they have another season. Oh, yep, season 2's coming. You know what I mean?
You're in for the drama. Essentially, you're in for the drama. You love that.
I'm here for it, man.
It'd be interesting. Okay.
Life more interesting.
So. Outside of that, we have obviously Tyson Fury, Usyk coming up this week as well. Oh, check this out. We got Mike with the. Why are these gloves so big?
What's going on?
Look at these gloves. Why is Mike Tyson in the freaking Rock'em Sock'em gloves, dude? The Bop'em Sockers. You remember those back in the day? Look at those shits.
What is going on?
Are those 24-ounce gloves, dude? What am I looking at?
Bro, that looks crazy.
What are we saying about Mike's physique, though? Look at, you know what I'm saying? He's shredded up.
Great shape, man.
Jesus, someone's motivating him. He's breathing all kind of crazy. I don't know. He is jacked up, son. Like, people are going to look at this stuff. I couldn't give a shit. This man for 58 is jacked, bro.
Yeah, the gloves are crazy, though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those gloves. Why would they do that? Do you see how Mike is working out, by the way?
No. Show me some.
He is, well, we've seen some of the videos, but what they're doing okay, what is Tank doing, bro? We're doing some of the same stuff at the place I do rehab. But, what was this? But, I forgot what it's called, man. Hold on. See if I can find it. Is this where they did it? I can't find the specific thing, unfortunately. But he is essentially doing workouts with these magnetic stimuli. You know those e-stim things?
Yes, I do. Those are fantastic. Those are amazing.
Well, this is like a different version of that. Oh my god, my freaking computer is taking 7 years to load, bro. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you gotta use my laptop, bro. It'd be better.
I don't know if it's Firefox that does this or what, but let's take a look at this.
It's day one. The fun just begun. Day two,
We're getting ready for you.
I don't care much about the boxing stuff, actually. I'm trying to find this stuff. It's this stuff right here. You see these things on his arms?
Okay.
Now, that people will look at that and it's like, oh, that's blood flow restriction training. Maybe it is, but you see these little wires coming off of it. That machine right here, that, by the way, this is like a $10,000 machine. What it does, I just had it done to me like a couple days ago. What it does is it essentially activates like some kind of neuromuscular connection with your brain, and those muscles are firing, and while it's like shooting an impulse to the nerve to activate. So you're contracting actively while that shit is contracting itself. It's a fucking wild thing. I was sore for like 4 days.
Wow.
Just doing like,
damn.
I had it on my right leg. I was trying to activate my adductors and this craziness. And I was just doing like sit to stands. Burned me out toast for like 4 days. So,
damn.
Whatever they're doing with him, they're turning him into some sort of machine, bro. Yeah, this shit fucks you up. Like, it's crazy.
That's a lot of pump though for someone that age, no?
Yeah. He's not
concerned
swinging
about this at all.
Apparently, it's like it gets you to hypertrophy faster, and your muscles, like it's like you see him, they're like pulsing even while he's just walking around. And apparently, your muscles.
That's what we want for a puncher.
Well, apparently they recover super quick as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the more you do it, the quicker you start to recover. So yeah, this is some new age shit apparently people are doing. So I don't know how much is going to help Mike, but there's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting enough stuff there.
Very interesting.
Yeah, Ian says similar to blood flow restriction, doubling up the contraction of the muscle, but using electrodes rather than just restricting blood flow. It's very interesting, dude. Bro, they can't see it. Hold on. Go ahead. They want, you know what I'm saying? A little something. That's essentially what it's doing.
Doing that.
There you go. But yeah, Mike is jacked up for 58. He's jacked. But NBA playoffs, you want a quick word on what's going on there? We don't have to go too deep into the woods here.
The Cinderella story continues.
If you're calling the Nuggets Cinderella still, oh okay.
The New York Knickerbockers.
Yeah, the Knicks. You know what's kind of frustrating about the playoffs right now to me? To be honest with you,
I was a little close. I got to be careful with that one.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you can't go. You can't pronounce the full Knicks, otherwise it gets a little sketchy. Do you want to
hurt myself again? I was like, wait.
Once you go for it too, and you're in the middle of it, you're like, oh no. Make sure you nail this one. Let's get it right. You know what's bothering me about the NBA playoffs right now? You know what's bothering me? It is it's blowout after blowout. You know what I mean?
I know. There's been a couple good games.
Yeah, but like every game seems to be a 20-point win in either way. They're great series because you're having like teams.
I'm not gonna lie, it's usually like that though, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see a classic '90s style game, bro. I want to see a.
I know, like that usually happens when on like
Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals. Like we'll get that.
Or like the last game.
Yeah, like when we get to Game 6, Game 7 type stuff.
It's because usually one team's a lot better, so when one team needs to win, they have to win in like extreme fashion. They need to like shoot lights out or something like that. But I will say the Nuggets, when they won, man, Jokic on MVP night balled out, bro. That was amazing to see. That was dope because Jokic said, "Okay, let me hold this for one moment." Your defensive player of the year, bro. He went 8 for 9.
Went at
on
him.
Rudy.
Went at Rudy Gobert, bro.
Rudy guarded him 9 times. Jokic made 8 of the shots. This is your defensive player of the year? Okay. Well, I'm the MVP, son. Hold that. MVP night, 40.
Bro,
40
did you see Draymond absolutely light Gobert on fire here in the post game stuff? Check this out, dude.
Listen here, I got 2 things of why this series ain't coming back to Minnesota. Number 1, the big Frenchman is sitting on that podium speaking his native language. We need to do this. You need to get a stop. It ain't we. Karl Anthony Towns is actually doing a pretty good job when he's on Joker. It's you, my man, that's getting cooked. So it's no we. Now, yes, you do need help from the other guys. But on some of those, help can't help you. Like, you just got to get a stop.
Defensive player of the year. Stop it. You can't be asking for help. You're the defensive player of the year.
When you're in these playoff series, for me, I'm always looking.
That's just. By the way, you want to like ask Draymond? Oh, you can't talk. Guy has 4 rings. He can talk. He can talk. One of the better, Energizer Bunnies, defensive players, whatever you want to say.
Defensive player, yeah.
He is nasty.
So.
That was amazing to hear, by the way. But yeah, I think that Joker is just. It frustrates me. You know that I don't like Jokic and the way he plays. I can't stand it. But
yeah, me either. But hey, he went at Rudy Gobert.
He did exactly. I was gonna say.
Yep.
He did what we asked him to do. Like we said, he needs to. Can he do this against somebody with size and's gonna play a little bit of defense? Sure enough, dude. Hey, bring that shit over here. And this is why. And to be fair, I'm not gonna sit here and just continue to shit on Rudy Gobert. But this is why Shaq looks at Rudy and is like, this guy, bro.
Exactly,
this
bro.
dude.
Because this is the defensive player of the year. Because honestly, who's he guarding in the 90s?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He's getting work by all the centers.
This is what I'm saying. Like that's what Shaq sees. He's like, yo, okay, you're defensive player of the year when you're throwing 6'7" dudes shots into their stands. Cool. And Jokic is like, cool, watch this. So, yeah, man, this is such a fucking frustrating playoffs, dude. I'm sitting here wanting the Timberwolves to win so badly, and I'm just like, I don't want to see Jokic come in this game and just take over as easily as he has, bro.
Well, if it's going to be against like a Gobert, I do like that because at least he's doing it against Defensive Player of the Year. That answers a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you can't say that though. Because when he goes in there and he has it's not like let's say he goes in and he has poor numbers. If he goes in and he's putting up better numbers and he's balling against the Timberwolves, which have 2 7-footers.
Do you at this point?
Now they may be soft 7-footers, but they're 2 7-footers.
Well, I was gonna say at this point, do you just put Karl Anthony Towns on him? If Cat was playing better, just say screw it. Because remember, I don't know, I didn't know if we talked about this, but I was the one confused in Game 3 why Rudy Gobert was standing in the corner, and they were trying to have Cat go 1-on-1 with Jokic. I'm like, this is your defensive player of the year. Why is he standing in the corner with Reed, waiting to what come over and help? What?
Yeah, I don't know. That's when those 3 can't be on the court together. That's why with Reed was doing a little bit better because he has a better offensive game than Rudy.
That makes sense, but
Rudy's offensive game is non-existent.
Yeah, bro. He's got one move in the post. It's like catch the ball, turn, and hope to here we go. Like there's no shimmy, there's no drop step.
A guy like that, if you're the defensive player of the year, yes, but you have to be
you got to be locked down defensive player.
Right, exactly. You can't be asking for help. What? There's no point. We can put anyone else there who can help that.
Yeah, you got to be. We taking this shit over. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna get out of here. I know we started a little late today. Anything else that you had on the docket? You were like, yo, we got to talk about this. I need to show my shoulders because this is.
Oh yeah, shoulders.
This is the
bonus.
The segment of the podcast where we speak about my non-existent shoulders and what I'm doing to try to make them exist. I'm doing a magic trick over here. So as the people know, maybe they don't.
Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it.
Okay, it's just disrespectful. As the people know, I have been trying to work on fixing my shit, and that includes, just working out again and just starting to, get back into it. Now, this is not a picture or video I'm proud of because my man love handles are showing, but hey, it is what it is. This is me trying to fix what looks like scoliosis, dude. Well, it looks like I have scoliosed myself. As you guys can see, my left shoulder.
I know my shoulder. That's what I look like too.
This is not the way your shoulder should look, or at least maybe they should be symmetrical at least. But I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm being instructed on how to move my shoulders. I didn't know my shoulders could move this much, but here we go.
You try doing it on both shoulders. Let's see how that looks.
I'm just like struggling.
Okay.
Kind of like we did today. So that's just.
I was trying to do it. I don't know.
So what I'm trying to do, by the way, is that I'm trying to separate my shoulders and like scoop my scapula.
Is that like doing like a? Is that
like a lat spread?
You doing like
lat
spread? Is that what you're doing?
I just have no lats to spread.
I think I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think you are. I think in 2 seconds you did it. This took me an hour, dude. I have no mind-muscle connection with my shoulder blades, apparently. So,
you're putting your scabs underneath.
I'm trying to scoop them forward underneath, right?
Underneath. Yes. You
And
feel the difference now?
that's where I'm trying to be.
Retract.
Are your shoulders way forward though when you do that? Like, look at my.
Yeah.
Is that
Now
what
that's
happens?
yeah. So then from there, you try to like shove your breastplate through or your back through your breastplate while keeping that same contraction.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Now your arms are like stuck out. Is that what
Yeah,
happens?
dude, it's so crazy.
I feel like a dinosaur, dude.
But look at you, got that crazy posture now. You know what I'm saying? You square it up, buddy. Look at you. Shee! What are we saying? Come on.
There's no way this is.
That's what I said, dude. I'm like, how am I supposed to maintain this? This doesn't make any sense, bro.
I feel like I'm Johnny Bravo up in here, dude. What's going on?
Now, obviously,
Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. You know what I mean?
now, obviously, I don't think any human can naturally walk around this way. I'm just trying to figure out why I have so much rhomboid pain in my left shoulder all the time. And I'm trying to fix it by maybe over-exaggerating more of like a lat, squeeze.
This one feels like fire. Dislocated, man.
I'm like telling him, I'm like, yo, my left shoulder feels like it's dislocating. I'm like, and look at it. You can see, like, look at the difference in like the dip of my trap and everything.
Yeah, I know. Does it hurt though, or does it feel unstable?
Jeremy's all, does it hurt? Are you okay?
You good, bro? Call 911.
This is so much better.
Like I can actually connect to this side. This side I'm not doing anything with.
Yeah. Now if you're just relaxed, let's see how it looks.
I'm like, I don't know how to relax here, dude. But honestly, that's the way it should look. Apparently, is like that right there at the end is where I kind of get it. That's what it should look like. Wait till I turn around. Wait till I turn around. Look.
You look like Justin Gaethje.
Look, I just look at when I turn around. My shit is like non-existent. My chest is down here in my fucking stomach. I got saggy tits, and I'm not even.
You look like Justin Gaethje. Go back when your back was turned. Justin Gaethje must have perfect posture then, bro.
Right here?
Right? Bro, tell me not, bro.
I mean, that's the way it should look, to be honest. I've just got to figure out how to be in that position posturally. Yeah, Justin has a a lot of fighters, though. Okay, you're struggling. You're shaking over there. Stop.
I can do it. I'm doing it.
A lot of fighters do have like a very much rounded shoulder posture from standing in their guard. Okay, you're going to pass out. You're going to pass out. But that's the thing is if I can fix that, yeah, I got to do some scoops and stuff. If I can fix that, then I think I could get it out there. No rear delt, that can cause issues. Yeah, there's a lot I got to do, man, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to. But yes, we are this is Wednesday, okay, you're still trying. Wednesday, May 15th, episode of The Breakdown Live. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Appreciate you guys. We had 2 new members today. Thank you for that. Everybody that donated, everybody that came through and enjoyed the show. We love you guys. We appreciate you. I got to get a music for the outro here. But tomorrow we're back with probably some thoughts on the open workout from Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, and some other stuff from around the internet. Until then, like I said, we love you guys. Thank you guys. And we are out.